EDO.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Finding Me. I'm Josh Wolf, the daily podcast slash journal entry where I hold myself accountable to make sure that I do this every day and hold myself accountable to be the person that I want to be and put out the shit I want to put out and be the most authentic version of me I can. This has turned into more of a daily self-therapy, but this has helped me more than anything I've ever done. That, by the way, if you're watching, the unevenness of the pillow to the painting here, fucking that, where it looks crooked, it kills my, I don't know if it's OCD. I think people use that too much, but I can't stop staring at it. So I'm gonna move past it. Anyways, a couple things. First of all, I listened back to an episode this week, and I never have, and I'm so glad I listened to that. I do want to make a small little correction. On one of the episodes, I said something about don't let anyone ever decide what you deserve. And I was a little high when I did that, when I said that, and I skipped a sentence or two beforehand. But it reminded me, because I had talked about it maybe an episode or two after. That was something that a character on the Madison said. And just fucking struck me. That whole show struck me, but I just wanted to get that out. A couple things real quick. This is going to be a quick one because I got to be up in 4 hours. I'm going to Austin. I can't fucking wait for this weekend. I love performing at this club. And I'm not performing at the mothership, which is Rogan's place, because I am not allowed to perform. Not allowed, but they just won't book me there. So I won't be there. I'm at this place called Cap City, and I love it. And I love that city. I don't love Stick Street so much, but I do love Austin. I love the food. I love the casualness of it. I love it. But I do want to say real quick, I've been getting a lot of messages about fitness and health and all that stuff. And so I do want to address it real quick with people's questions. And I can only tell you what works for me. Do you know what I mean? I think everybody's body's different. I think everybody responds to things differently. Beth looks like she works out every day. She does not. But what she does works for her, for her body. She stretches an amazing amount of times a day. She can still do the splits, and so there's strength in that. And the person who trains me loves to power lift, and she looks amazing. And so look, I think as you get older, it's important to use weights, but you don't have to lift super heavy. I think it's just about doing something and finding what works for you, and also just make sure that you're not lying to yourself. You're not setting yourself up to fail all the time. So don't be like, I'm going to work out 7 days a week, because you're not. You're not. I'm going to work out 7 days a week. I'm never going to eat sugar. You're not. Most people are not. You know what I mean? So find the lifestyle that works for you. And if that works and you want to increase it, increase it. But when people say I don't have time to work out, that's not true. You're not making time, but you do have time. Everybody has time to wake up 15 minutes early and do push-ups, air squats, and plank. You absolutely can do that. Do you know what I mean? So it's all about finding, for me, like, I know how I like to work out. I am I like 8 to 12 reps. I like I don't like resting too much in between sets. You know, you do that when you're lifting heavier weights. Um, I like to get my heart rate up and to have it be like a cardiovascular slash weight workout. I also hate cardio. Hate it. And I know I'm supposed to do it, but I fucking hate it. So I don't. I like, I know some people like get into sprints and shit like that. And oh, fuck that. I'm 56 years old. I'm not sprinting. Not unless it's a fire or somebody's chasing me. I'm not sprinting. The one thing I wish I did do more, and I really have to get in on this, is stretch. There's something, stretching is just good for you. But here's what I do. Okay. I no longer beat myself up when I cheat on a meal because a wise man said to me one time, one meal isn't going to get you in shape and one meal isn't going to get you out of shape. It's lifestyle, right? So here's what I do. I try to eat well. That's funny, Brandon. Brandon, you're texting me right now. I'm doing the podcast. I try to eat well every meal and once a day have something for me. Not like, and here's my preference also. I don't eat fried food. Not because I don't like it, not because it's not a fun cheat meal. It is. I don't like the way I feel after I eat it. So I'm just not going to eat it. I don't like the way I feel. You know, I don't eat things that make me feel bad anymore, even for a cheat meal. I just be not because of how I look or what it'll do to a workout. I just don't want to make myself feel bad. So there's certain things I just don't eat anymore. But I got more chocolate in my closet than a human should have, you know? And so like for me, I do what feels good for me. And I know that working out makes my mental good, makes my day good, makes everything better. I feel better. I sleep better. When I'm not working out, I'm not sleeping, like all of it. And it's the same with food. I'm not eating a pile of anything before I go to bed because I know I'm not gonna sleep well. And I want to sleep. I like how I feel when I sleep. So for me, I do things not because they're gonna make me look a certain way. I just like to feel good, you know? And so maybe working out doesn't make you feel good. Maybe I don't, maybe going to the gym, maybe hiking does, maybe walking does, may, whatever. But I always, for me, do what you'll do. I know that sounds so basic, but just do what you'll do. Do as I know, like, there's that attitude of like, you just gotta, it doesn't matter if you don't like it. Sometimes you gotta do hard shit that you don't like. Okay. Or, or you could do something that you like that also makes you feel good. That's the key. Because if you're doing shit, that's why I don't do cold plunges. Fuck off. I hate the way it feels. So I'm not doing it. I'm not a triathlete. I'm not trying to shock my body. I love the way saunas feel. So I took one tonight. I love it. And it's good for me. So you can find some shit that is good for you and that you like. You know what I mean? And if you don't, right? Because a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to sacrifice my fucking cheeseburger. Well, then don't. Then don't sacrifice it. But then don't beat yourself up because if you're eating 8 cheeseburgers a week, cool. But then don't beat yourself up because you can't get rid of the tire around your stomach. You know what I mean? I I'm all about doing finding things that I like that also are good for me. I don't know if that clears things up for people because people are like, what should I, what should I, what should I? You should do whatever feels good for you. All these fucking look, and if living a long time is important to you, then there are certain things you have to do. If it isn't, then you don't. You know, there's no, well, there is now. It's called Ozempic. I was going to say there's no magic pill, but that's also not going to cure all your. It's not going to. It doesn't necessarily make you healthier. You might lose weight, which I guess does make you a little healthier. But you know what I'm saying? Does this make sense? Anyways, I gotta go. I gotta get up in a couple hours. I don't know if that made any sense. But just don't compare yourself to Chris Hemsworth or fucking, you know, whoever, Kim Kardashian or whoever. I don't know who the fuck. Because when you see those people on a magazine or in a movie or on a TV, they're paying people to cook for them. They have lights, they have makeup, they have chefs, and their job is to look like that. Yours isn't. Mine isn't. You know, your goal shouldn't be Chris Hemsworth. Your goal should be, you know, Chris Johnson, the dude who lives down the street, who's in pretty good shape and lives a good life. You know? All right, I gotta go. I gotta go. But today, another good day. I wrote a one sheet for a movie. I'm starting to get back in the swing. I'm gonna play guitar this weekend. I'm so fucking excited. God damn, I'm so excited to play guitar. And I don't know why, so tapped into emotions. Been weeping a lot at TV shows and movies by myself in my living room. And this, I'll tell you why I like this so much. This, Finding Me. Because I've been a comedian for a long time. So everything I've ever done has just all been about funny, 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 funny. And I want to see what else there is for me. I still want to do funny, but I want to see what else there is. And man, I got to tell you also, and then I got to go. I'm so bummed where we are with America. This fucking guy. God damn. I know his people, the MAGA, will stick up for him forever, but good Lord. What just a corrupt, bad dude. Not necessarily the people that voted for him, although some of them are bad people, but they're bad people who vote for a lot of different people. That's not unique to him. But he is a uniquely bad dude. I'm hoping that we recover as a country. But when you look at empires that have fallen, this is how it goes. Ugh. I gotta go. Finding Me later.